It's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. Continuing on, I am so sorry. We had no storage space. So we kind of messed up. We weren't filming. I am so sorry. I didn't notice. We were taking a long bath, so I didn't see it. We did spend some of the power stone. That's the only thing that she missed. That's quite important. We missed the cooldown for the black hole. So we did increase that. I am so sorry. I cannot show you because if I do show you, uh, I'll be in not necessarily in trouble, but kinda because I won't be able to do the tournaments. Do we have sword? So I'll just show you. I am so sorry. We missed 20 minutes of content, which is not that bad. It's not that bad. So I'll just show you what it happened. I have to delete something. I forgot to delete this. It's such I hate that we miss that content. That's important. That is important, you know.
Mais c'est pas des jeux Nintendo, c'est des jeux BS, là, tu sais. Bon,
Did
ok,
I
c'est vrai
do
que t'as, comment ça s'appelle, Rocket League, mais je veux dire, à part ça, là,
good?
hein, les jeux, là, qui sont pas compatibles. Ouais, mais au moins les jeux Wii U remis en version Switch à 100$, là,
Good.
au moins, ils ont des améliorations. Tu sais, par exemple, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser Fury qui rajoute un mode. On peut parler de Mario Bros. U Deluxe qui rajoute entièrement l'édition
Yeah, this is disappointing.
Wii U, que c'est pas tout le monde qui a fait dans le passé. Ça en rajoute. Il en rajoute beaucoup. On peut parler de n'importe quel portage, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, qui ont rajouté un nouveau personnage. Il y a quand même des améliorations, là. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe qui a eu un nouveau mode battle, tous les DLC inclus à l'intérieur, puis le double item qui est apparu, alors qu'il n'y avait pas de double item dans Mario Kart 8. Il y a même eu des nouveaux modes de battle, le mode chasse aussi.
Good. Okay, perfect.
C'est pas juste le jeu tel quel copié-collé puis vendu plein prix, là. Il y a quand même des ajouts.
We'll have to film a little bit.
Mais je peux comprendre que quand tu le fais sur Wii U, tu l'as torché. Mais en même temps, la Wii U est un cas spécial et unique. Elle s'est pas bien vendue. Qui peut vraiment dire, à part moi, ici, avoir été dégoûté que les jeux Wii U ressortent sur Switch? Parce que qui a possédé une Wii U ici? Qui ici a possédé une Wii U?
Did you quite address it?
Vous êtes minoritaire pareil. En live. Toi, j'ai eu une Wii U. Vous êtes quand même un peu, mais... 32 gigs, ouais. Ben, ils étaient tous 32 gigs. Il y avait la Basic 7 à 8 gigs, la blanche. Puis il y avait la Premium 7, qui était noire, et 32 gigs. Mais ils ont pas duré longtemps, les Basic. Les Basic 7 à 8 gigs à la sortie, là. Ben, Amé, ça veut dire que t'aimes Mario Maker 2. Seul problème avec Mario Maker 2, j'aime pas l'interface pour créer des niveaux. Je la déteste, l'interface. L'interface avec les roues, là, je l'aime pas, j'aimais mieux la grille. Mais sinon, le reste est correct. Il y a une couple de trucs que j'aime pas dans Mario Maker 2, que j'aurais aimé qui fonctionnent comme dans le premier, mais hey, c'est anecdotique, là, on va pas chialer. Là. Ouais, c'est ça, c'était mieux avant, mais il y a le fun pareil. Il y a le fun pareil, Mario Maker 2, c'est juste pas le premier. Ok, je vais juste ranger mes choses. Ok, comme ça. Bon, il va tout falloir que je replace mes affaires. Mes affaires! En plus, j'ai chaud. Ok, ça de même. Et de la manette 64. Ça, c'est ma Switch, ma Wii U ici. Les spécificités de la Switch 2 sont pas sorties. Par contre, la batterie va être un peu mieux. Mais en termes de taille et de performance, mais une fois dans la console avec l'autonomie, la consommation du processeur va être telle que finalement on perd de l'autonomie. Ouais, je suis d'accord que Mario Strikers, ben, je l'ai aimé, moi, Mario Strikers. Mais versus l'épisode Wii, c'était pas super. Je suis d'accord. Paper Mario, c'est pas mon style de jeu, fait que je sais pas. Paper Mario, je sais pas, c'est vraiment pas mon style de jeu, là, je joue pas à ça. Mario Galaxy, ouais, c'est cool, dans la compilation Super Mario 3D All-Star. Mais Mario papier, Paper Mario, non. Jamais. C'est vraiment pas mon style de jeu. Mario Galaxy 3, ce serait cool, ça. Lego Creator. Je connais pas ça. Bientôt la laveuse va avoir fini. Non, Paper Mario, c'est pas mon style de jeu, non. Mario Odyssey, bof. Pourquoi pas un nouveau vrai Mario? Bon, les amis, je vais y aller. J'ai eu du plaisir avec vous, mais là... Bon, ok. Je vais y aller. Donc, je vous souhaite une très belle soirée. On se revoit une autre fois.
Good, we can now film video. No. No music that I get copyright. Stop it, stop. Stop, dude, what the fuck? Okay. Let's go and film this content. What is that? Ouchie. Yaiba Samurai Legend. Wait, is this the end?
There are fish, right?
Okay, is of of the Shield Hero light novel. Light novel PDF. Okay. I didn't do well in the tournament. So here's what we upgrade. We upgraded the size of the black hole and the cooldown. So that's what we did upgrade. That's not good. I didn't perform well. Shit. $359 in Platts. And if I go all the way, all the way back, you can see what we did last week. Well, I guess I could just see here. So we did really bad. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ok, parfait. Non, let's do video. fucked up. I made another mistake. Shit. It's a bad one too. Okay, so now we need to check. That's actually perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna go here. Right. I'm gonna go here. Right. I'm gonna go here. Here. Is your blank? Welcome. Good. Extra. I don't have the most batteries, so let's go.
Ça, j'ai passé une très belle journée. Ça s'est bien passé. Des filles aussi. Eu de correr, puis tout.
Okay, perfect. Let's go. Good. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. If you're doing well, so you guys are having a wonderful day. Wait a sec, just gonna comb my hair, so this is a blooper. So. There you go. Much better. Now I can see. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to her show. You're doing well, so having a wonderful day on this 5th March 2025. We are here for a much needed tower talk. It's been a while since we've done one. First of all, I do want to apologize for the Shield playthrough that's going to come out on the 5th May 25. What happened was we filmed a lot of videos yesterday. I did my workout stream. I was a bit rushed in time. I forgot to delete the old file, the file that we uploaded today. So there is a there's 20 minutes missing. Now the 20 minute was important because we did increase our black hole. So now our black hole is completely finished. The size is finished. The cooldown is finished. Right? There's a third one. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what the third one is. I kind of forgot. But let's continue with. You know what? We're still early. I can still check. So we did a bunch this week. We did a really big bunch. So we've worked on the size and on the cooldown. So they're both at level. The cool thing here is I have two gold. I have two almost finished, well, almost finished playthrough of almost finished Ultimate Weapon of the Tower. As you can tell, I'm tired, but we gotta put in the content, we gotta put in the effort, because there's no rest for the wicked. And so this shield, I'm gonna apologize also, we did really bad in the tournament. Really bad. By the time I was able to fix it, I died. So we died at wave 359, which sucks. Now, in a perfect world, we'll be back in the gold. So gold, I'm going to be able to get the tier 1 and get some really good reward. We just finished the sword tournament. So the sword tournament, we ended up at 504. So we're actually in the 4th position, which is really, really good. The 4th, we also work with Ultimate Weapon. I was editating, so people in my guild have been really, really, really giving me inspiration, or really giving me solid hints on what to do next. One of those advice was to work on the wall. We're gonna be talking about in the crown. One of them was to tell me that the strongest ultimate weapon in their mind, and a lot of people's mind, was a chain lightning. So I was like, okay, well, I really enjoy the death wave for the sword. The death wave is the weapon that is the most important. Shield, we got a couple. Shield, I would say Chrono Field right now is completely useless. That black hole is really useful, and the inner landmine for the stun is really useful. Right, so for the shield, those are the two that are useful. We're still working with the health regen, and defense percentage, which are the three things that we're focusing on. I'm gonna wait until a little bit, but I got some great news with that. The sword, we weren't sure what to upgrade. Thankfully speaking, we had enough stone to do 2 upgrades, so we did do a level of upgrade in the death wave and a level of upgrade in the chain lightning. Now, the death wave, the thing that is the most interesting in the sword playthrough is how much range that we have. We're level, I want to tell you, we're level 59 when it comes to the range, which is fucking phenomenal. Now, with the death wave, I'm going to be able to kill a lot of people. Oops. Okay, never mind. I'm going to be able to kill a lot of people. There you go. Got 90%. This battery is draining like crazy. It's a kind of like a blessing, in honesty. Because the range, I didn't think about that, but the range really does help with the death wave. So that's one. The chain lightning, just because I was peer pressure by my lovely guild. By the way, worth it. We've been in the guild for 4 weeks. We never missed a deadline. People that are interacting in the guild chat, it's nice to see. People are super kind. Now, for the pièce de résistance, before that, last little details, we are working with the tier 1 for the sword and shield. Now, I didn't tell you as to why, but here it is again. So the real reason is super simple. I don't spend a lot of time on Discord, and this is not the platform that I like the most, but my guild do spend a lot of time on Discord, so they're able to tell me the meta. So they were telling me how we had people were preferring to do a longer run of tier 1. Now, with the tier 1, the best thing possible that is gonna happen is the fact that we have such a, how can I say this? It is such a strong, for example, 2 weeks ago we were doing 5,000. Now we're doing 5,700, 5,900, and I couldn't finish because of the tournament. So we're really moving forward. Is it the best for the coin? Possibly not. Is it the best for the elite point? Yes. As soon as we finish the health, we're gonna move on, because the health upgrade, I have a little bit more than the sword upgrade, but the sword, weirdly speaking, we're getting a lot more sell in the sword. Now, for the crown, which is le pièce de résistance, we do have a really good news. We're still working in the 9 to do a little bit more of a longer run. I could have done the 10, but the 10, I'm going to be reaching 4,500 or 4,600 versus the 9 where I reached 5,000. So the goal was, okay, well, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, right? People in my guild have been proning the benefit of having a great wall. So we're working on the wall. We have 3 walls that are there. We didn't see how much it helped so far. So we're doing wall health, wall rebuild, and wall regen. I'm a bit more excited about wall health and wall regen than wall rebuild, but there is something where this says, hey, when you rebuild your wall, you're invulnerable for a couple seconds, which is great. It would be great. So this is basically the Tower Talk. The event gave us some really good item. We bought everything in the store for the guild store. We are working with Better Guardian now. The Better Guardian, which is again, we upgrade the. I did a small Tower Talk video last time where we talk about the allies. We also just bought bought the we bought the steel chip. Didn't really check it out. The steel chip would actually be quite good for the sword because the shield is making so much more coin thanks to the black hole. So this is the state of affair. I'm going to be continuing to do that for the next week or so because it's just great. And I'll see you guys next tournament for a Tower Talk. Once again, I am sorry about this. The shield, I could have done much better. But again, so what is going on is yesterday we filmed for 4 hours, which is about 46 gigs. We did upload it. I did a workout. The video was finished uploading. Now, instead of deleting the video and starting a new thing, I didn't think about it. We went in, we showered, and when I came back from the shower, the recording was done. I didn't see the recording was done, so we continued. We lost 1 minute of content. I'm more pissed about us not having the footage for the black hole, because that would have been fucking phenomenal. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, shithead. Shao, we're not good, bro. Because you're not being a good friend lately. And I am trying my best to be a good friend. So, yeah. I fucking love the guy, but still. Don't blink. It's your Blink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well, having a wonderful day. I wanted to do a small video, a recap of our believe me not, of our almost. We started on the 23. Today is the 5th. We started on 23 March. Today is the 5th. We're almost at 2 weeks of working out. Want to come back to it. First of all, thank you guys so much. I know that it's not always the best thing that I do, but you know, it's a busy. We're filming. We're doing some gaming content. We're also walking and talking to you guys. So I know it's not the most entertaining thing, but what I'm finding is when I make a video, right, and it's easy to talk about things, but when I make a workout stream, a lot of my thoughts process. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna tell you that the working out has been extremely therapeutic. It's a way to de-stress, to decompress, right? So it's been really good. However, when I'm on the treadmill, my train of thought isn't as good as it is normally. So when I'm on a treadmill, it's hard to come up with subject or talk. Also, I don't want to get into too much of the subject because if you guys talk, then I have to stop. Then I'm like, I started, but I didn't get to say what I wanted to say, right? So yeah, you guys have been solid support for almost 2 weeks. There's day where there's less people, which is okay. There's day where there's a lot of people. There's good talk, so super grateful for that. We're trying to get it into. We're getting slowly in the mood for the cardio, which is a bit worrying because I don't have the best treadmill, so the speed, the ultimate speed isn't the best. You know what? We're gonna do 2 videos in one. There you go. I have a good idea. So we do the recap and how it affects my making content. That's perfect. I want to do those 2 videos. Plus, we don't have the most battery, so that's a blessing. So I don't have the best treadmill. we have a limit where I'm already reaching the limit. Now, of course, we're running and we cannot run for a long ass time. But then I remember of 2 days ago when we did the job fair, when we work out for 20 minutes, but the rest of the time we walked so much on that day that we were exhausted and our feet weren't great. So I think what's gonna be cool with the treadmill is gonna be able to do some content about it. I'm gonna be able to do it, but there is gonna be some, the ultimate goal. And I said that multiple times. The ultimate goal would be to be able to do one stream in the morning, which is normal workout, and one stream in the afternoon, which is cardio, or the cardio in the morning and the normal in the afternoon. I haven't figured it out yet, but we're getting accustomed, or we're getting I don't actually know what you call it. We're getting accustomed, or what's it called? I don't really know. Acclimated. Yes. We're getting used to the climate of working out every single day. So it's really, really fun. Once again, and it's nuts because I haven't missed one day yet. I haven't missed one day, but I know myself, and we're already at the point where if I would miss, I would be not pissed per se, but I would be like, oh, I miss it, And I know I said, oh, I wouldn't miss it, but then I just said I miss it. It's a really, really weird thing. It's like when you miss someone, right? You wish they were there, or when you miss doing something like, oh, that would be cool to do, right? It's a different feeling. But yeah, so, and a lot of people, one of my best friend Dizzy told me, you can see the difference in the content, and it's great. I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. The working out for the content is absolutely phenomenal, but it's also kind of not necessarily detrimental per se, but it's a different game. It's a different, and it really affects me. I think a lot of the video that I did last year when I was unemployed, I think a lot of those videos were part of, yes, boredom, yes, a need for social, yes, but I think there was also a surplus of energy. And I think for example, right, you have a lot of energy and you need to get it out. So, for example, people can say, oh, yo, I want to do something. I want to do something. I want to do something because I got so much energy. In my case, it was making content. So I feel like a lot of the video that I did were because of that extra energy, and that's why some of the videos I seem unfocused. I seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm not talking about most of the time, but it's more so a case of, okay, well, I have so much energy and I need to spend it. So the fact that we're doing this and we're feeling so relaxed at that, it is, I'll be boring and say, or it's a sad fact, but there's time where the workout that we did is amazing. There's time where the workout that I did, I was like, okay, well, I could have done better or could have done worse. But again, there's this feeling of constantly preserving yourself. So I don't want to go to the extreme. We're in a really tough position where I don't want to go to the extreme because I will be sore for the next day. But I still want to do a good workout because what's the point of working out? If you're gonna do something, do it completely. Don't do it halfway and say, you know what, we're good. But yeah, it's been very serene, and like I said, it's very therapeutic. It feels like a time where it's almost a meditation, and it's just fun to do. It's just a good time. I'm coming in. I got music. I got my games. I'm talking to you guys. So to be completely honest, there's time where it's not because I will do a TikTok live of 30-40 minutes, right? And then I'll get bored and I'll say, okay. And there's time where you're gonna see it. Oh, he's bored, so he's gonna leave like that. When I don't want to do something, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna force myself to do it. So when I do the content, when I do the workout, there's time where I'm like, holy shit, it's been 45 minutes already. What happened, So it's really a beneficial, and like I said, yes, we're more tired. Yes, we have less energy to do videos. Yes, we're doing less video because, in a weird way, you got a social need every single day. So when I came to make a video and I had a social need, then I push and push and push. But with the workout, you end up doing more, right? So it is kind of great. I do really, 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 really like that. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying myself. Um, so for now, it's also therapeutic because you're like, okay, well, I get to relax. But I think, like, yeah, for example, before yesterday, went to the job fair. The job fair was to find a job. Right now, we're having we have the worst sleep schedule, but that's because I want to have a normal like waking up time, which will be around 7 or 8, more so 7, and then a normal sleep time, which would be not in fuck at 10 a.m. Right, so we do have a horrible sleep schedule, and the company doesn't call us for jobs, but at the same time, it's nice because you do have the feeling of, okay, well, I'm still having the schedule and I'm still having something to do, which is super beneficial, super beneficial. Anyway, love you guys, take it easy, peace. So now I'm gonna charge you a little bit. I'm gonna make a video on the gaming channel, and then I'm gonna continue with the content. 10%, okay. My demon. Don't blink. If you blink, welcome to the Computer Show. Just doing well, having a wonderful day on this 5th March 25. Yesterday was a day of celebration because we went to the job fair, and how to do a video. This is a video for the gaming channel, by the way. So I always say this so I don't forget to put it in the gaming channel, not the normal channel. So we had the job fair yesterday, and I was so happy about my. I was so happy that I did okay. We're gonna celebrate. I had a little bit of strong alcohol left over, and the best thing that happened was we started thinking, and we started thinking, and we started thinking. What if I told you? What if I told you that in this Drunken Super? What if I told you that Kingdom Hearts and Star Wars had so much in common? Would you believe me? Or just let it quit? I was trying to do like a Eminem 8 Mile thing. It didn't work. Well, that's okay. Yeah. I was thinking about Kingdom Hearts, and we were watching. Well, I was thinking about Kingdom Hearts because one of my homie hashtag Cyril wins a lot. Uh, one of my big friend. Not big in the sense of obese. Dude is fucking perfect. Whatever. And his wife. She's actually playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time. And I was drunk and I was watching his stream, and we are talking about Kingdom Hearts, and I was drinking wine, and I was listening to a song in the background, and that song was the you guys heard me sing it, is the musical for Star Wars, and the musical for Star Wars, it was so good because it was Obi Wan and Anakin fighting, and there was a musical, and then I realized just how close and similar it was. So both Kingdom Hearts starts with Bird by Sleep. Bird by Sleep is a bunch of students, but there's also two teachers. One of them feels like the light, one of them is the darkness, right? The Jedi and the Sith. Now, the guy who is for the light, which is Master Ericus, ends up being killed because he believes too much in the light and he doesn't open his eye to the darkness. A little bit like the Jedi Council, right? Now, we have two main characters. We have Sora and Riku. Now, Sora being one of the good guys and Riku having walked that path of darkness. How many of us wanted Anakin to be walking slowly in the sense of the Sith, but in the end choose the Jedi side? How many of us? So the comparison is so freaking phenomenal. Like for example, also the Keyblade and the Keyblade Master or the Keyblade Chosen, and then you think about it, right? And you're like, well, I can kind of understand where you're going with that because we had the Chosen by the Crystal, right? And although it's completely different, then you realize that when they drew a lightsaber, the crystal chooses them. Then if you have like a certain color, it's going to be equating to something. If you have another color, sorry, we're playing the tower. This is not good. This is not good. That's not good. That is not good at all. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna go 9. So in the Star Wars lore, right? In the Star Wars lore, there is there is a crazy fact that is if you have like a purple like a green lightsaber, you're gonna become this kind of fighter. If you have a blue lightsaber, you're gonna become this kind of lightsaber. The red lightsaber, there's technically I don't remember, but I think in the original lore, there's no red lightsaber. You just use the force to corrupt the blade, right? And that's the way it is with Kingdom Hearts. Like for example, Sora started with the Kingdom's key, or King Mickey starts with another key, and it's not necessarily the same thing, but when you visit different worlds, I guess this doesn't make any sense, but the fact that you're choosing by the Keyblade is that the fact that we have the Keyblade War, the fact that we had the Jedi versus Sith War, with the Jedi won the first time. That's why we have so little Sith left. But then again, the Sith are coming back, right? Which is super cool. The fact that, yeah, okay, well, I thought I had a good video. We were drunk, so maybe I don't have a good video. But, just trying to figure out what is similar. I don't know, there's a certain similar feels to it, and that made me feel good about it. Does that make sense? I guess that makes sense. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well, having a wonderful day on this 5th March 2025. Why are we there you go. Perfect. It worked. Because I'm playing the tower and now it's frozen. Today we're talking about a game which is soul leveling. We are much further in the story than we did the first dot. Soul leveling Arise to be precise. It was kind of planned. Now we're much further in, so I want to come back on the thing that I love and the mechanics that I really enjoy. Like I said, the game feels so complete, and it's nice because Soul Leveling, yes, it's an old manhwa, but it's actually a pretty new anime when you think about it. Like 2 seasons, actually pretty freaking new, right? And it took the world by storm, so the game in itself was a huge opportunity for a company to be like, yo, this is something that people like, right? So without further in the story, we have explored the Army of Shadow system, which is really good because I just realized that you can transform your Army of Shadows into much better beings. We have a couple of weapon that is signature weapon. The fact that every single hunter has their signature weapon. Then what you're saying, the fact that this game has 50 hunter, they're having their own weapon, which is super cool. But not only that, the fact that when you upgrade them, they have their own emote. The fact that they have their own talk. The and then we now have a reserve, which is a much harder version of the game. And it's just something so cool. The fact that we have a story that is getting better and better and better. There is some feeling of me missing something in between. Like there's chapters where you find they kind of feel like, okay, what just happened? However, what I really enjoy with the game is they're kind of forcing you to play the extra content. For example, you can have a side chapter, you're like, okay, well, I don't care about it. But then you finish the side chapters, and when you finish the side chapter, let's play the last scene. Then when you become the next chapter, this is the end of the last scene. The fact that we're visiting a lot of new hunter, the fact that now Jinhu um, is being studied by the association, it is just really, really, really good. And to be honest, Soul Leveling Arise was a good game, but I was like, okay, well, the other system that I love, is a bit of a complex one. If you don't play enough, it's kind of cool to. Okay, so this is gonna be a fucked up concept. Please bear with me. So it's really cool to see your characters that you train do this the automatic job, right? And you say, okay, well, I equip them, I made them stronger. This is their job. But then when you do it too much, we had this problem with Girl Exilium. Girl Exilium was a great game that we gave up because I was doing the auto system too much. And then when it came time to play the game, I was like, okay, well, this is way too hard for auto. I'm getting defeated when I'm trying to do the no one. I do not know the people that I have in my team, which sucks. And that was a big problem. Um, the problem with solo leveling, well, not a problem, but kind of the is when you do the auto. Yes, you're seeing a movie, but then you realize that there's much better movie out there. I could be watching cutscene. I could be watching drama. You know, so it's fun, but it's not optimal fun. So that's what the problem. But all in all, the solo leveling Arise, that we have so much stuff like the battle pass. We have the season, which is really cool. We have the gauntlet, which is even better. I gotta say, I was really, really, really happy with the results. So that is pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't Link is your Wink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing also having a wonderful day on this 5th March 2025. Here's my final thought on DMC Peak of Combat. It's something that I was supposed to make weeks ago, but then I forgot about it. And then we watched the Netflix series of Devil May Cry and we thought about it. So here we go. Let's get right into it. So Peak of Combat, although I really enjoyed that game. I don't know, a lot of people are going to be talking shit about the game, but I actually really, 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 really liked it. The fact that we had so much, like for example, if you're a fan of Devil May Cry, I think it's a feel good game. So for example, the challenges, the cards, the different equipment, the different hunter, the fact that every single hunter has his own weapon for them, which is super freaking cool. It's a bit of a system where we have the classic Yu-Gi-Oh problem, which is I love using Ritual Monster, but Ritual Monster and the spell card. Now, sometimes I have the spell card, I don't have the ritual. I do have ritual, but I don't have the spell card, right? So the weapon, doesn't matter how strong the weapon is, don't have the hunter for it. It's kind of not good. Or doesn't matter how strong of a hunter you get, you don't have the extreme weapon. It doesn't mean shit. The like again, the difficulty was really nice. Really, really struggling at the end. The difference of hunter that we had a couple of hunters that were really, really good. We did finish the game. Story wise, it was a bit lacking. To be completely honest, I don't think I've ever had a game with a worse ending. The game ends and you don't even know what's up. Now, there is a possibility they're going to be updating the game and adding more story to it, but it just feels like it's not even a cliffhanger. You're like, what the heck just happened? This guy is done. And the worst thing is, I looked around for at least 20 minutes to find the next part of the story to realize there was no next story. So this was kind of bad. But the rest of the game feels fluid. It's really, really fun. I'm playing right now. I'm playing another game that's really similar, which is Solo Leveling Arise. There's a general feeling to it where kind of action based, kind of fast based. It's kind of similar. DMC, I think the biggest charm of DMC is the fact that it's DMC. Seeing people care about the series. If it wasn't DMC, nobody would give a shit, right? So it's a great game for. It's a great. My final thought is this: it's a great game if you're a fan of DMC. It's a great game if you're craving DMC. It's not a good game if you can choose between playing a DMC, play a DMC, right? The mobile game is good because the DMC are so short that you can play them 4 or 5 times and then you're like, okay, well I'm tired of them. So it feels as a nicotine patch of Devil May Cry. That's how I'm gonna call it.